Okay, open the meeting. This is the Whately Board of Assessors. Thursday, October 23rd, 3 p.m. at 2025. First agenda item is review minutes of the last meeting from September 25th. Yeah. Minutes here.
I thought last minutes were in hopes of getting at least an assessor's calendar. So that we can come to these things and go, oh my God. We're in trouble now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we're gonna ask you.
Well, that's,
I think they have some.
I'm sure they do, just to keep us on top of things. More like me, you already, I didn't know what's coming up.
They'll explain growth at the next meeting. Okay.
So this meeting, we're gonna talk about growth, sales, volume.
Right. Just, yeah, they only got
And what's, not that I want
2 months.
So it's what taxpayers in town are having problems paying for their taxes, and therefore we need part-time.
Oh,
Anything we're not gonna bring that up today, but.
so, because Derek was gonna get more information. I never know if he did. He did.
Hey, David,
Right, so.
how are things going with you?
They're going.
They're going, they always do, don't they?
The only thing I would maybe add to the minutes is the, we were
Yeah.
directed, RRG to find out more about the, veterans and our senior
Is that the tax program?
tax program, tax write-off.
Yeah, we have to
program.
look at that, but that's next week, next time.
You're talking about the one I with the
Right.
senior tax work off?
Right.
Yeah, when we had that in September, you had said the table until November.
Right, okay,
But then, again, you had mentioned that there may or may not be an assessor's calendar, mostly for us.
Oh, I did. I told you guys that. I sent you the
Oh,
email.
you sent an email on that?
They've been sitting in the boxes in there for a month.
Oh,
Okay, I'll grab that.
no, so, that's good, okay, we've got, that's great.
I don't remember, I don't remember you sending an email, but.
No, that's fine, I didn't know it was in there, that's fantastic.
Just so we don't forget.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good, so we got that.
Yeah.
No, that's great, I
I'm
didn't know.
gonna see, Jane, or should I just leave hers in there?
She's in France.
Just leave hers in there. I think.
You won't be seeing her then.
Oh,
So this is, yeah,
This is
so
like-
that's our calendar that we follow.
Oh, that's really perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, I, like you said, I'm near positive I sent it, but if
You
not,
probably did, you probably did.
I'll throw hers back in.
And are we on schedule according to your October thing here? And final value certifications. Sure.
Brad,
Yeah,
October, November 5th at 3. For Harold
November 5th,
at 3 o'clock.
okay, you available on November 5th, no,
I'm sure.
oh, the 5th, you said the 5th, it's a
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
November the 5th, but you guys.
You guys don't you like to do Thursdays?
Yeah, I won't be here for that. I'll be in Conway.
Oh, okay.
I can talk to them and see, what time are you looking at? 3?
3.
Okay.
November 5th, yeah, okay,
That's fine, I just know you guys are Thursday guys.
yeah,
Well, really, it really just needs to be you and Harold anyway. I mean, we're not gonna get any input on it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
well, we're gonna call that a regular meeting, there we got all this stuff.
No, I mean, if we do
Talk
all this
about-
today, there'd be no sense of doing it again next week, from my standpoint.
Well, it's 2 weeks. November 5th, 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday.
Oh, you're not doing next week, you do
No.
November 5th. Okay.
Right,
And you have a regular meeting, sure, it won't take long to do the regular meeting stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to talk to them first though, because that's my regular contract today, but then they're not Conway, so.
Well, that's why. Well,
I can be here.
I mean, I can do an agenda for you guys, and I can leave that for him, you know, for David to print, but like you said, with her all, that main meeting is gonna be about. Him explaining the 10-year study, so. It won't be,
So you're suggesting we don't need you guys on that meeting, yeah? You
well, you
two,
said you could.
you'll be there?
I can be here, yeah. Well,
What time do you leave Conway that day?
Not till 5.
Well, until 5, okay.
And again, Harold can't do Thursday, which is more agreeable to you
Right.
guys. That's fine. But Wednesday
one of
works.
us will be here.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I mean, if there is anything that comes up, like I said, I can do a simple agenda for you and I can meet David, so if there's anything you have to sign.
No, I think if Harold's here,
Right.
he has as much knowledge as anybody, right?
Hopefully more.
And if David, you can show up if you want, I'm just not sure.
Okay, we'll see closer to the time.
Okay, very good.
That might be understood.
What do you think, Fred? I mean, if Harold's here, do we need David or Derek?
Well, you say that's gonna impact, what, LA4 and the 13?
Yep, that'll impact it. If there's any impact, yes, that'll impact it all.
So
Then maybe. we
will
should
you
have
know
David.
what the forms look like on that day? If we agree with his, say, assessment or whatever.
If you agree that day, I'll get David to implement it as soon as possible. And then we'll get the LA13 and all ready, so we can have a meeting. No, I can't do the 12th.
You know, I've been jumping back and forth. It might be good.
13th, I can do the 13th.
That'd be a Thursday, yeah.
So we can do all the LA forms on the 13th and go over them.
I think I have a conflict, I can't do 13. Tell, but I can't, I don't.
Well, we can go to the 20th, that should be all right.
Does it keep us in there within our calendar restrictions?
Calendars are made to be broken.
I don't know, they are.
Or you can't do the 6th, 2 weeks.
That's
I don't know if David would have all the numbers done that quick. Cause if he changes we're gonna change the land schedule, that's gonna change all the numbers in the system. And it's gonna change all the LA4 as well,
Okay,
so that will all have to be changed.
now. Tell me, I mean, I asked you, or we talked before, what's he looking at and what's gonna be the result? What could be the result of all this?
Well, if he comes back and has a land study, and that's what we're doing,
Land study of,
he could change the neighborhoods and he may change the values within the neighborhoods.
okay, how far, or how many years, David, is he looking at?
10,
10 years?
yeah,
Of what, just land sales?
I don't know what he's looking, I've never done one, Fred, I don't know.
I don't know what a 10-year study, I mean, sales, of course.
He's gonna,
How much
I
credibility
imagine
you
he's
give
gonna
them?
be going on and doing a land residual, and taking out some of the properties that sold, taking the building values off and then working their way back from that,
Yeah,
as well as the land sales.
okay, but I think, as you know, we haven't changed land values very much in that 10-year period, probably.
Yes, but, I mean, you've made the point a couple of times, you think that the land values in town are
Skewed.
not,
You're a little right,
I don't want to say skewed.
Right.
But so, this may come back and tell us, okay, we're gonna change Fred's area, we're gonna change Mike's area, so we need it all done so we can change the LA4.
okay,
And I can't send that to DOR,
okay.
and what I'm saying is, if we can get that. You can't do the 13th,
I'm flexible.
Really,
so they wanna have the classification on the 3rd.
what,
That's when they want to do classification.
So what?
They're next,
December 3rd.
so,
December
oh,
3rd?
December.
That's been told already, that's what they're looking at.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, Pete sent out the email this morning.
Oh,
so if we can meet the 20th. And we all agree on the 20th on all those 4 forms.
Yeah.
They can be sent on that day. And hopefully brought back by Monday or Tuesday. So we can go ahead with setting the tax rate. Remember, we got Thanksgiving in there?
Yeah,
That and didn't David Manzello, when he's done with all these computations, present that to us?
Which computation?
what he
Well,
did last year.
yeah, he came in and presented all the computations for us.
For the LA3?
Um,
Uh,
you know, he just came, I believe so, so he determines the tax rate.
Okay, all right, so, okay, they don't get mixed up with the classification and David Manzello. If you want, David explained the LA3, once we're ready to do that. I don't know if he'd come, but we could certainly get him online for the 20th. To go over it with you.
I just wanna set it up so we're not surprised and then have to rumble quickly to get this data to the.
I was surprised that. Okay,
No.
the classification meeting in December 3rd, I mean, there's. Another meeting I assume they're gonna have in December.
Yeah, but Fred, you gotta get time for the tax rates to go out. Gotta get time to give it some,
If there's. The only thing that's gonna complicate that is, depending on whether we go split rate.
and you'll determine it, right,
And we haven't done that in how many years?
you haven't done
We haven't done it, but it's come up the last 2 years.
it.
We should be prepared this year.
In fact, I bumped into the guy today that brought it up last.
Yeah,
We should,
I would prefer it if we can to go for the 3rd,
okay,
so it gives us time to do stuff. If we have to change it, we can change it,
okay,
but I don't wanna run into the Christmas week or something to do a tax bill.
no, we're with you.
but if that should happen on the 3rd, they go and decide on a split rate. You have to, what, adjust all the files,
Done.
what do you have to,
The forms, with the form. The bridge that we will bring over from.
AP5.
AP5, yes, I'm sorry, I was bloody many, I can't remember around. But that will come over and that will be broken down into residential and commercial.
right,
And the portions for the mixed use will fall into the proper categories for each one to be calculated.
okay,
I just need to make sure, and I have contacted Vader to ask them. If they can handle that okay here,
yeah,
so as soon as I hear from that, I will send you an email.
and tell our, town clerk, right, I guess over there that. You can do it better, cause she didn't think you could,
Well, I don't know either, I'm gonna find, oh, no, you have to be able to do it, because there are communities with a split tax rate.
yeah.
Town clerk,
Tax collector,
you talking about the treasurer?
Yeah, treasurer, well, yeah, treasurer,
Okay, sorry, I just wanted to make. sure.
what's her name, Rebecca?
Jennifer,
Jennifer, yeah, okay, Jennifer, yeah,
I
Yeah,
will
okay.
do it.
treasurer, yeah,
I spoke to her this morning, Fred, she said she's aiming for the December 22nd. To be the mail out date for the bills,
right, okay,
so we do have a little bit of.
right, okay, well, she wasn't aware you could do a split rate on mixed use. Well, maybe she's never run into it.
I was gonna
We've
say,
never
I don't
run
know that it, as a treasurer, that probably isn't something that we're gonna cross her training.
Yeah, okay,
Let me hear back from Vader first.
Okay. But can you just review for me? So we're still meeting on the
okay,
Wednesday, the 5th at 3?
Yes, that'll be to talk to Harold.
Very good. And then after that, you wanna meet on the 3rd of December?
no, we've got plenty of.
20th of November,
20th, that gives her 2 days to get out.
no, November,
November, okay, thank you. And what's gonna happen that day?
that'll be the day you decide and sign off on the LA4, 13, 5, 3 and 15.
Is that a 3 o'clock meeting again?
Well, we could, yeah,
Can be, and and that is the meeting I will arrange. Derek and I will arrange.
And then after that, we'll have what we need to recommend to the city.
If you sign off that night, that stuff will go to the DOR the next morning. And then they'll just come back to us with questions, which are generally very easy to answer.
Okay,
okay,
And then we'll go forward from there, and then if once that's done. What's the man's name, James? Right,
Yes,
we can
James.
talk to him in the meantime and ask him to fill in as much of the recap sheet as he can.
good,
And then, once that's done, it's a simple matter to do the classification documentation and send it to you.
good,
So,
as I recall that that split rate calculation, if adopted, could save a small amount per taxpayer.
Well, that's where you see,
That's where you wanna see the numbers.
yeah, that's where you see, you have to see the numbers every year. And this is where Fred's coming from, and I totally agree with him. I have no qualms with this at all. This town does not have a big enough tax base to split the tax rate between commercial, industrial, personal, and residential. I mean, it's gonna be the same as it was in, Conway. For 10%, you save $16 or 16 cents on the tax rate, where you added $1 or something to the tax rate, to the commercials.
So it's minutia,
It's ridiculous. It's
it's
ridiculous.
minutia.
Yeah.
And these corporations, I think, like, you know, 20,000 more, they're not gonna snap a blink an eye. I worked for a billionaire. He would shut it down just like that, no problem. So, and they came to this town with some tax advantages, didn't they?
Well, if you split the tax rate that much, I don't wanna be anywhere near with that when Yankee Candle or
Yeah,
Norris Farm.
bails out.
Tax trouble.
Yeah,
It's this, okay, well, we're getting ahead of ourselves, okay,
So just to clarify then, we're looking at Wednesday, November 5th,
yes,
for her all to come and present.
yes,
And then on the 20th, we'll have the regular meeting, plus we'll discuss the LA3 at that point.
yes.
okay, but before you do the LA forums on the 20th, does this board need to accept what Harold is proposing?
Yes,
So
Well,
we need to
we
do
may-
that on the 3rd.
yes. That's what you're doing on the 3rd.
That's what we're
Okay,
doing.
so you need to put that on the agenda for the 3rd, I guess.
Well, that is,
Whoa.
yeah, that's
Okay.
your agenda for the 3rd.
You guys are screwing up.
Here we are, it's not.
You're talking about the 5th, not the 3rd.
The fifth, the
No,
fifth.
no, I mean, okay, no, okay, the
The
5th,
third
yeah,
is
okay, the
December.
5th, okay, the 5th,
Right, so that's what we were getting at, Fred, is without him presenting and you accepting the numbers,
yeah,
we don't know where the LA3 is gonna fall,
Right.
because those
Okay.
numbers will affect. So if that gets accepted by the 5th,
on the 5th,
those
okay.
numbers will get in, and then by the 20th, we'll have the LA3
Yeah, okay.
complete to present to you.
Okay,
Sound
Okay.
good?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
So then I'm gonna ask you a question now. Is there anything else you need me for
today,
today?
not to my knowledge, but,
One thing that we've been
but,
still waiting to hear about is the explanation of the growth. Properties or whatever that you looked at
Okay, I printed that for you. Did you print it?
and
that's
the,
number 8.
The.
okay, new growth and sales values.
No, remember you were saying.
Number 8 on the thing, we want to jump to number 8.
Yeah, David, so you wanna jump to number 8, which is, that's the agenda for new growth.
Yeah,
But that's not it, right?
no, it's not, that's LA3, I printed it.
No, I didn't get that from you.
Cause that's,
Okay,
so that's the only thing that, can Derek handle?
Well, actually, I actually prefer to do it all at the meeting on the 20th. Because I would go for solid numbers as well.
Understood.
or new growth, okay, well, I think you,
We're on the agenda, I don't know if this is the new growth.
what is this panel, this,
That's the LA3 that we were starting to look at. Those are the sales we're looking at for the LA3.
this is a sales thing.
These are the sales from Whately.
Yeah, but they're not all valid.
Oh, you mean, arm's length?
Yes.
And what is the time period you on these from
This is a 2-year time period,
3 years?
2.
Two. When it started 23?
They started on July 1st, 23 and ran to June 30th of 25.
June 25, okay.
There's a lot of sales.
It is, but I mean, a lot around here, you get a lot of family sales, you get a lot of people who are just,
A quick claim deed, I understand, but that's a lot of sales.
Okay,
and those are just different breakdowns of the sales.
Not yet, while he's out there, look for those information. And not to jump subject, but did Judge Judy's daughter ask to see us
Yes.
We should probably see her.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Which one's she?
It's all health. She filed a rebate with ATV.
Yeah, and we're working on it.
You're supposed to be.
Yeah, I think David's always even able to see it.
Oh, yes? Oh, wow.
Yes, I did, yeah, we go.
Okay.
Do you want?
David's working with their attorney on it now. Manzel.
Yeah.
So they're trying to come to a decision.
We're jumping.
Yeah, let's not jump. Save what you got.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so these are the sales records, so, yeah, that's what, last time David Manzel presented his scenario and program for how we adjusted the sale, discussed values to come a little closer to the sale price. We can match dollar for dollar, but
Somewhere around 95% is where we're gonna be.
we're just, okay, so that's what you're gonna do with these.
Yes.
Okay, so you haven't done that.
No, we're gonna wait for the land study now.
Okay, you wait for land, okay. And for the growth?
That's the form you just gave me? That colored one?
Okay, this is the growth
Yeah.
things, okay.
227,000. That's a parcel on Long Plain Road. Oh, River Road, Long Plain is 300.
Okay, and where does the building permits that were issued come into play? Is that on either one of these?
These are all building permits.
Oh, this,
Well,
oh, this,
There's no,
okay.
there's quite a few that we've had to roll over the next year. They haven't started yet.
right. Okay, but I know this for sure. If you look at the second one on this list, you've got on Christian Lane, you've got the 8,400 growth. Okay, that was for closed porch. They also had a building permit for 200,000 to remodel the entire house.
When did they take that out?
That would have been the same time they did the enclosed porch. And it was completed last year. Where is that?
Was it on there last year or was it on the list last year?
Yeah, it was on the list, but you only had it for new growth. You didn't look at the total property. You just looked at new growth, and that's what it's on here as the new growth.
But what I'm saying is, was it on the list last year for new growth?
Yes,
And what was the figure?
the same as you got here, 8,400. I think it was somewhere in that ballpark. It's not. I don't have the exact sheet, but
Yeah, we got to, you got a pen there?
Yep.
I will take a run out and take a look at that one
you
then.
know, and I think. I don't know if you were in the house or you got in or Stephen got in. You looked at new growth, you didn't look at anything else.
So you're looking to see what the value would have changed to.
And you didn't change the value, and I don't know if the property card even shows the building permit for 200,000.
It does.
Okay, well, then you should. Change something, maybe the effective year or something on there to bring that value up to reflect the
probably
building
did.
permit.
We should probably change the rating.
Or the rating or something.
Mhm. All right, I can do that. That's
So
what
at least
Say
the,
rating, talk about rating,
Yes, depreciation.
appreciation.
if nothing else, the effective year. You know, I went through the same thing with my house, 2009, I had a major reconstruction. That's the year you put on for my effective year, 2009. Yeah, I was in the same ballpark as this house. So you need to change the effective year to represent what was done. Now, maybe it's a 24 or 23, whenever the work was done. It wasn't done last year, you just put the new growth on, the house was still. It was
I remember
completed
that.
after June.
I was there with. Stephen did go through it, and they were still battering away on the
Yeah,
inside. Okay. All right, I'll fix that,
so,
and I'll let you know as soon as you get it done.
okay, and the other one. On Christian, and there are two others on Christian Lane. We're talking about sales and new growth, there were sales, but they've
Is this a
one,
remodel on Christian Lane for 248,000,
yeah, which one was that?
219?
No, that's a school,
Oh, there you go.
Are you talking about,
that's a school.
It's the schoolhouse. I'm like, geez, I remember that.
No,
I remember now, not to mention it.
The other ones were.
are you talking about 161?
Oh, no, I just noticed 219 Christian Lane, it's the schoolhouse.
155 and then
Well, 161 is one of the sales we're considering for this coming year,
161, yes.
so that'll be considered for the sales for this come around, so we haven't done anything with the value on that yet for this year.
Okay,
Let me see what the 155 is.
and 155 was the other one, it sold. For almost twice the amount that we have assessed. And that's, I don't know what when the sale was.
That only happened this year, that's in the study for this year as well.
Okay,
That happened in January of this year,
okay,
so they're both in the study,
okay, that's good, just to make sure, okay.
and then I'll fix the other one.
But the other one, okay, for the new girl, okay, for the new.
Okay, all those in.
You'll look at that, okay. So that's the sales, okay, new girl, okay,
Oh, excuse me, just a second. Hi, this is David.
what was the other thing you were asking?
No,
Wait,
no,
are you?
I got it, there's just so much
I
here.
have a question for you. If we decide to use a split tax rate again, wait a minute,
This
They are
final report
on the
on
next
the
property.
all the way across like this,
what is the matter with
Is
the
that how it goes across?
I don't know.
Yes.
That's all, it's all, yeah.
When you
that's
put it
all.
on one sheet, Mike. you
Yeah,
can-
no, I'm hearing, that's what I thought,
Goes across, it's sort of-
that's what I thought.
Yep, so then this, there's the codes and then it goes into the price and the assessor.
Yeah, okay.
While he's there, gentlemen, I know we jumped ahead to all of this, but just so we don't forget.
Sure.
These abatements, I've just sent that into her, the batch is done. All I would need is your signatures on the inside, just on the actual application,
Was just for, the
motor vehicle excise.
rebates.
Yeah.
I haven't done mine yet,
So mine either.
that's okay.
Okay,
Okay,
and I'll stand ready. I did have, two of them that I had to send, I actually spoke to the woman, one of them actually was supposed to go to Conway, so I'll just keep that taken with me. And two of the others, I have no idea where they go, and then this is just, the tallest for the maintenance on the, CAI and the mapping.
Okay.
All right. Vadar has no problem doing a split tax rate.
Oh, beautiful.
we were hoping for a different answer.
Yeah,
Well,
We were hoping for, they're not gonna do it to save our lives.
no, that's up to us to make that decision. So am I done?
Fred, do you need a signature?
no, yeah, that's the second page.
On the second page, you'll see it there.
There you go.
And then this is more of
And
a,
then Fred will ask you a question.
this is more maintenance for me than the assessor's office. I was speaking with Pete because the computer is constantly going down on me, plus we only have one monitor. I looked at the budget and it was pre-approved last year for $1,000 to be spent towards maintenance for a new computer, and it looks like Steven obviously never did anything with it.
New
So-
computer.
Yeah, so
So
I'm
just, it's house plus for maintenance.
Printer repair, computer repair. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so on the inside of this, and I left one with each of the two a packet, I have a computer that I picked out. The monitor and the HDMI, and it's well under 1,000, I think I got it to like, 850 or so.
$699.
Yeah, the biggest thing is having that second monitor, and I went in the back here, the storage facility here or whatever, and there was no monitors that would match up to that. It's because of the age of the computer, it doesn't do the HDMI.
Sure.
And for obviously in the assessor's office, having to go back and forth on mapping screens to what you're working on, it just delays the work completely.
No, I got it.
Okay, alright.
I figured it's pretty basic, but I still want to, at least give you.
Only
an
$699 for a computer.
You want touch screen?
What's that?
Why do you want touch screen? Think that's a benefit?
Almost all of those computers now, the newer ones that are the all-in-ones are a touchscreen, like mine at home is a touchscreen, but I don't use touchscreen, I just use the
Yeah.
mouse.
Yeah, so
Well, most of them, that's just the way they come, it's like buying a TV now, Fred, they're almost all smart TVs, whether you want it or not, unfortunately.
Cause I bought one like 2-3 months ago, and I had no choice, I didn't get touch screen, and I didn't get Windows Pro, I got the standard Windows, cause. Depending when you talk to on the Pro, it's a little different.
Yeah, the touchscreen, honestly, like I have it at home and I tried it out once and I was like, no, I'm using the mouse.
Yeah.
It's too sensitive to it, especially for what we do over to the little interface, so.
Yeah.
But the main issue I have right now, and this is especially the last month or so, it's really picked up where I'll be in the middle of something. I turn my head, I look back and I've got a black screen and the whole thing just shuts down. So,
Okay, and what company are you going with here? Is, you have a choice, or does it have to go through the town procurement, or what?
it comes off of the budget, so I would just purchase it.
No, I mean, which company, no, it's below the figure, we can go anywhere we want. There's no need for quotes or anything like that.
So I mean, where you going, Best Buy or Staples or online, Amazon, or where you buying this from?
Should say it right on there.
Looks like the HP store.
So HP, okay. HP.
One's the HP, one's Amazon. So what happens with it, it's being explained it to me, the treasurer will give me the credit card.
Yeah.
I go and purchase it, then I just turn the receipts in or,
Okay.
Need a signature for this?
no, this would be more, what I understand is the motion where you would, need to do it.
Yeah, that's on, item 6 here,
Uh,
yeah,
I motion we agree to go with this equipment.
yeah, okay, second,
Okay,
all those in favor, aye.
All right, then I'm gonna love you to leave you.
love you to leave you. I don't think he needs us anymore.
Well, just want to get home and see what's going on. Be good.
You'd be good too.
Was good.
Bye, David.
All right, I sent emails tonight, folks. Confirming the dates and doing what we're going.
Okay, that's great.
You want to
I'll copy it.
for the specs and.
I put it on, yeah, I
Oh,
gave
you
you
got
each a
that,
sheet, I got,
okay.
yeah, I left one with your file too, Fred.
So that's, okay.
Yep.
But that's what, I'm just curious, that, you have a 27-inch now? Is that what you have?
Yes,
It's not that big.
What's
No.
bigger than that? What's the next one?
God, I mean, I'd say probably a 32, I would think.
That's not even, that's like 15, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Have you thought
Well, when
of,
they measure these two, I don't know,
Corner to
if they
corner,
measure
yeah.
diagonally with them.
but have you thought of going bigger? What is it?
No, the size is perfect.
Size,
It's just
okay.
not having the second computer to use. Cause most of the time, versus
Okay.
like a TV, I'm sitting no more than 2 feet away from
Yeah,
it.
okay.
So,
Okay.
but I know it's gonna definitely help to pick up that workflow, so that it allows me extra time to work on some of the other things that I should do.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And, I know you mentioned earlier the senior tax work off, yeah, I just had to take it from the last meeting. But I do have the contact there that I've been, in contact with and let him know that we would be discussing it, and Chris Goodrow, and I would get back to him. At that point, so.
Now, is Conway doing that?
No, I had 3 people do it last year, and, over there, I believe they had raised the amount, so they voted to do 1,500 a person.
I believe that is. My understanding with it is we make the recommendation, we have to have a recommendation come from us at the assessor's office. So if you as a board agree like, yes, we'd like to, see what it can do, I let Pete know. And then Pete will go to the select board and let them know that the assessor's board has approved to move forward with a recommendation on the senior tax work off.
Okay,
He gets their okay, and then they establish the senior tax work off committee.
okay, so you can send us what Conway's program is?
Well, that's that last one I gave you, last time we met, that whole breakdown.
Right.
That was the breakdown of how Conway does it.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Conway's.
Yeah, that Excel sheet. And I can talk to Veronique over there too, my town administrator over there. And get, kind of a verbal
Oh,
breakdown.
this one, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but I can definitely talk to her, Fred, again, like, okay, where did you go from here to here to here to here, So my understanding with it, in the way it works, because I'm having to go through it over there, which is great, because it'll give me the time to learn it and understand it.
Yeah,
Once they get approved, she signs off on it as the town admin, comes back to the assessor's office.
Okay.
We put in an exemption for them, or I mean, an abatement.
Okay.
Goes to the treasurer. The treasurer then would take that $1,500 off, for whichever senior wanted to use that, and then it just get reduced off their real estate tax that goes out. I don't fully understand all the intricacies to it, because I know there was a tax on it. Because it's not just free money, it's considered that they earned this income and then it comes off of it, so I'm still trying to figure out all the details to it.
so they get like a W-2 for that amount?
That's what I'm saying, I don't know all the answers on that yet, I just know we had a finance meeting last Wednesday in Conway. We were over a bunch of stuff, but that got mentioned and what basically, and I'm still trying to find out, not to question that, but to verify that it's how you're supposed to do it, because it was also their first year. So she was saying, we abate it, blah, 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 and they take it off. I'm waiting to hear back from somebody at FERCog as to what is the exact, how do we get this done? So once I get that, I'll definitely be happy to forward it on to you.
But who makes the? I understand what you're saying, that we get involved because it affects the taxes and the rebate, abatement amount. Yeah, but who decides initially on the applicant for that? It's come to the assessors, or is it somebody?
No, so my understanding with the applicant is the town decides, and this is where what I've heard is they do a senior tax work off committee.
Yeah,
So Pete might have more information on that I can
Okay.
get if he's gone back and forth. Say if you had 6 people that applied, but we've only got 3 spots, it works as a lottery. Now, whether that's like the NBA and they pull out a ping pong wall, I don't know. But I do know that it's not like an unlimited thing. We decide as a town, okay, how much are we gonna take out of the overlay for this?
okay,
And so we're willing to do 4,000 for 4 people, just by example. Then that's what it's set at. Even if that 5th person applies, they would have to go into the lottery for the following year.
right, okay. Because what I've read, basically the application has to include income levels and, I don't know, salary or assets and whatever. And I guess somebody needs to verify that information rather than taking the applicant's word for it.
Oh, no,
A piece of paper that I have.
no, it wouldn't be a by word thing by any means.
Okay, but that's not our responsibility, that's gonna be somebody else's deciding whether they're eligible for the write-off, not who is doing it, but eligibility, yeah.
Yeah, no, when I spoke with Pete, I did make that very clear
Yeah.
that, obviously the assessor's office willing to do their part, man,
Yeah.
but this is not something that we're taking on as a responsibility.
Right,
I'm going through the same thing in Conway.
yeah,
They were trying to get, the assessor's board to be the one to assign the house numbers
yeah,
instead of the highway suit. So I brought that up at the meeting last night and it took George and Russ 2 seconds. Motion to deny,
yeah,
denied. We don't need to take on, we've got
Yeah.
by far the most complicated department. I mean, the longer I do this, the more, convoluted I see that assessing really is.
right. Okay,
I mean, what would they do?
Stuff envelopes, print, pamphlets, I mean, I don't.
Do we actually
It's
have?
more
people in
than-
town?
administrative stuff, it's not.
It's not
I guess
manual labor.
physical labor.
No, it's more that they would do something within the
Understood.
office, it's something that they would come up with to figure out.
And do we have,
I know one of the big times they use them is like say a town clerk election or something, you know.
and do they have, people in town who are fit this category? If the people in town fit this category, want this position to pay off their taxes,
Do people in the town,
this town, do we have people in this town who would like that opportunity, I guess?
oh, yeah, so that's
We
why
do.
he brought it to me, right?
We do
So-
have, okay,
The way that it got brought to me from him, when I first came on board, they had it over there, so I asked, you know, do you do a senior tax work off here? Now the town's always kind of avoided that, and then the select board recently had gone to him and asked him about it, which is when Pete then came to me and said, hey, would you mind presenting this to the assessors? And I said, I'm fine with, you know, presenting it right now, you know, when they're able to get to having a conversation and, you know, some more information, they can make a decision on it.
so someone's approached Pete, there are people in town who would take that, okay, who
Yeah.
want this, understood, it just didn't pop out of the blue, yeah,
No,
that's fine.
Okay,
but so you wanna wait till November on that anyways, then,
Uh,
Jane's here, and then that way too. That gives me a month that hopefully I can reach back out to, Clara Lopez and Chris Gubro, from that.
And all we're gonna do is say yay or nay, that's all we're just,
We're just making a recommendation that, you
we
know,
recommend that this
Right, it
program
would just
be
be,
instituted. And we would know by then how much it would cost the taxpayers for this program,
no, we're putting the recommendation forth
period.
that we're willing to do a senior tax work off, is my understanding. But as far as how many people we decide
And how
on,
much money,
what's the, right, more than the people, right, what's the financial limit,
Yeah.
that's the part I'm still trying to figure out, how does that get?
yeah, I got you, okay, so far, we're not sure we have,
All I know that I found out in Conway is that it comes out of the overlay.
okay,
So when I spoke with Mike Cacello, the accountant in Conway, he said we need to add 5,000 to our overlay so that it covers that.
I think that would be
So,
important information.
My thought, when he said that, was that that's probably coming from like free cash or something like that and being added to it, something that's getting moved around. So it doesn't sound like anything that touches the assessor budget. It's not like we're the ones paying for it.
Then why would we against it? That's fine, let's,
Mike, I had the exact same question. I had the same question. Why are we the ones putting forth the motion?
yeah. Okay, so we're down to,
did we sign for the, catalyst bill?
yeah, I did.
You did, thank you.
Yes, that was just the chair, okay. We're down to items not anticipated. One thing we mentioned briefly was, okay, the abatements that we had. You sent a response to one last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Have you heard anything back from that person? The one on Weber Road?
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay,
no, I mailed the letter and, that was it.
okay, and the other one,
That was probably, yeah, about 2 weeks ago I mailed it.
and the other one that's headed towards ATB is.
The 59 North Street, I haven't heard anything back from David. I know he was gonna be getting together with, oh, help me out with the name,
I
Thomas, whoever the attorney is for that, but I haven't heard any results.
so
I have emailed him, but he doesn't
So
have
that
it.
we're gonna get together, so they've reached out to us and David has reached back.
We reached out to them.
Oh,
Yeah, David reached out to them
okay,
with a, hey, no, let's, Thomas McCree, that's who it was. Of, you know, do you guys want, basically offering, hey, would you like to have a sit down and kind of.
oh, we thought they reached to us, so we reached to them, is what happened.
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, it could go either.
I was
My understanding
confused, I was confused.
From what he said is that generally in this, you always want to try to have a mediation to come to some kind
I
of.
would think,
Okay, so where do we stand on that meeting?
That's all I know is that they were getting together. I'm still waiting for his response on that.
And is the board gonna be invited to that meeting, or is it just
No, this is just David and him. My understanding.
David and their attorney?
My understanding from David with the attorney is that the homeowners were willing to deal with David talking with the attorney, but not the town of Whately.
Okay, but who's gonna decide the final value if we negotiate?
So he's supposed to, my understanding is if it goes well with them talking, David Manzella will have to go in and do an inspection of the house.
Yeah,
right?
But that's all the homeowners are willing to allow in is David Manzella. They do not want the board members, from Whately going in.
That's fine.
Well.
That's,
it is-
I'm just relaying the message that I've heard, but beyond anything being done, I'll reach out to him tonight and find out where, you know, where it's at and what's going on with it, but.
Because we've not been in the house, but we've been in the barn.
Yeah, well, then I've been in the
You've been
house
in the
once or
house.
twice, so it's within the last.
So they're not happy with the board of assessors.
No, but the way that I looked at it when we said it was, whether it's, you know, so fine, they don't want you guys, they don't want me going, you know, they don't want the assessors going in from here, but if they're willing to let somebody go in who we know and we trust that's going to do a good job inspecting it, and we're gonna get the right numbers, that's what we're looking for.
So he's gonna go in and then present back to us his findings?
I would assume that.
Yeah, that's fine, that's
But
fine.
like I said, I've gotta hear more back,
That's
and
fine,
I don't
that's
wanna
fine.
speak, you know,
No.
to what he may or may not say, so.
We just wanna make sure that the talk was mutual.
Does the homeowner have that option to say who they want for inspection?
Of course,
Cause it's really the board makes the final decision.
It's a good question.
You're working for the board. So we
well,
don't
no,
have
I
to,
mean, as a homeowner, you gotta remember, okay, as assessors, we have no right to be on anybody's property, and we have no right to be in anybody's home,
right,
because they're filing, basically, you know, the abatement on what was given,
right,
my understanding is if we can come to an agreement with them, it eliminates, but if they don't want us to go in, then it would just go, I'm guessing, to appellate tax.
right.
And the appellate tax board is, demand to get in.
What's that?
They'll demand to get in.
Right, but that won't be us, that
It won't be us. Okay.
And even if it was an appellate tax board that came to your house and you saw somebody coming in who, for whatever reason, you had, no, not that guy, he's not allowed in my house, they're just gonna find somebody else to go in.
Oh, then to wrap,
We had the same thing that happened over in Leverett, because we did, like he said, the Yankee Candle.
Right.
With Kittredge's, and it
right,
was the same thing, they didn't want assessors, anybody coming in, so David Manzello went in and did the
you,
inspection.
you can kind of understand that.
To me,
With people with,
yeah, I just take this as this is
You can
business.
understand
If
that.
you don't want me in your house, it doesn't faze me either way.
So did they accept what David Manzello
That's just,
proposed?
no,
We're
that's
waiting
what
on
I'm
that.
saying, that's as far as it is, I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't know
if
what
he-
else
I
happened?
don't know if he's actually done the inspection yet, I don't know what the results, if he did do what they were, any of that, that's why I said I'll email him tonight, Fred.
yes,
Yeah.
and-
well, let's
and
step
see what he had.
back just a bit, if you happen to have a house like the one in Everett, I fully understand why they only want who they want in that house, because of that house.
Right,
You don't want everybody in the neighborhood coming back and saying, did you see that? I get that 100%. In Florida, when I was a Realtor, we would have two people minimum to do large open houses, just so we could keep an eye on everybody. Just as they came in, you're looking at a very nice house. Those sellers wanna know that they've got some, qualified people roaming in, not, people who are just looking who's at it. So yes, I understand that process.
yeah, and like I said, when I did the cyclicals, Mike, over in Ware, I had probably 3 or 4 properties where I walked on and, how you doing, I'm from the assessor's office, get off my property, and I just do a 180 and I
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah,
It's not worth having a
No,
conversation with them, cause I don't, whatever your reason is, it is, I don't care.
In-
It's either gonna be a yes or a no, if it's a no, I'm gonna move on to the next project.
In the end, they know that there's communication.
Right.
That's all that's
What
important.
I know from right now is I haven't heard back from David that
Okay,
says, hey,
okay.
they don't wanna talk anymore, they're going to the board. What I know right now is they are in open talk.
Okay.
So to me, that's a plus.
Okay, that's
Now,
fine.
is David looking at an appraised value appraisal, or hiring appraisal to support his position? Or is he in a position to do that?
Fred, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Anything I answer right now for you is just gonna be me giving you what I think.
Good.
All I know is that they're in communication. I don't know anything of what's been discussed.
Cause that's what we started to get into last time with this property owner, that we hired an attorney, talked to an attorney to
Mhm.
represent the town. And that attorney said you need to get an appraisal. The town needs to get an appraisal for the town.
Oh, so what do they do? Like a third party vendor or
Right,
something
right,
outside?
because
vendor?
the homeowner had appraisals supporting her case, and the attorney said, the town should get an appraisal. Your own appraiser to do that, so
It's just
it is, is David Manzello,
He's
I don't-
certified.
is he a certified appraiser? Is he have that, distinction or qualifications to be that?
I bet you someone at RRG is a
Or
certified.
somebody in RG certified?
Oh, yeah, there has
appraiser?
to be. I know he's a realtor. I don't know if he has the certified appraiser, but I'd be hard pressed to see that David doesn't. He's been doing it 25
Well,
years.
as a realtor, I can give an opinion of value too. It's certifying it makes the difference.
So, cause I don't know if that makes a difference if it goes to ATB and somebody is deciding, well, what's the reason for David's value? And he could say, well, we had this certified appraiser give us this information, or,
It's just opinion of value. You're
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
know.
two different opinions.
No, I
You got two
get what
different
you're
sides.
saying, but no, it's a good point. So what you're saying basically is, either way, you're gonna get an opinion. However, if that opinion's coming from somebody that can say, well, yes, I gave it, I happen to be so-and-so, I'm a certified appraiser
Right.
with, yeah, I'll reach out and ask them on that.
cause they have that, they have already done that on their share of it, cause that's what they provided in their
Right,
appraised value, so.
right. Do you have the certification, David, or is there somebody that,
Yeah,
that we should be recommending to
Yeah.
the town to hire
right,
to cover that?
I would bet RRG's got that capability. And again, I've been called 1,000 times from a seller saying, give me an appraised values for a mortgage, make it low or make it high, or it's, we're gonna split the family assets, make it low, or this is a friend.
Yeah, I know
You
one-
can put anything in there you want
Right.
to
Might
come up
be
with the
two.
numbers you want.
I know there's at least one of the other, assessors, Michael Saltman, he's one of the VPs with RRG. He's an attorney, but I know he also has the appraising. And I
I'm
think
sure they do.
Stephen Boucher, another one does.
They must.
Well, I'll reach out to find out.
If given the line of business you're in, I'd be stunned if you didn't have. it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Is there a? Is there a time period when that has to be resolved?
Will be, yeah.
I'll ask him to
Back
give me
David.
any
Yeah,
information
back to
on
David.
time,
Okay.
everything, yeah.
From this seat, I just wanna know we're communicating.
Here,
Right,
That's
and
all.
like I said, the most that I had is when that came in the mail, and I brought it to your guys' attention to his, hey, I just got this in the assessor's office, I'm sure this is well above me.
Yeah.
So who deals with this, and then I, sent it to
That's what I mean,
I'll
communicating
reach out.
on a
Usually I
timely
do that.
basis, communicating on a timely basis.
But I'll find that out.
Yeah, it's great, yeah.
and is that?
So we're looking for a time frame, right?
Yeah, and is that?
A deadline as to when they
Oh,
would go to ATV, is that what you're asking?
we just wanna know where they're at.
I
Where you
guess,
at?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, where you at? That's it. Where you at?
But,
That's it. We don't need to get into the intricate details. What I wanna know is, we've been speaking with them through some representation in a timely manner, and we're trying to address their concerns. And if that means mitigation with David Manzello, then it comes to us and says, come up with this number, then we have to make a decision. If we agree with that number. And he'll let us know if we need to get our attorney involved in that.
Sure. And I would assume on that too, Mike, that, if David is the one that indeed is doing the full inspection and he does have the appraisal, that he'd be able to, even if it has to be via Teams. I'm quite sure that I can set up a meeting with him to, be able to explain to you guys that here's what I came to and here's how I came to that
Sure.
number.
We're good. We're good, right?
I think that covers anything unless you guys have anything else unanticipated.
just,
I don't.
one other question on that. Their abatement, is that only applying to the 1 year that they're questioning?
Who's a baby?
The one we're talking about,
Right.
the one we're talking about, does it only apply for the 1 year, and the following year we could increase it to whatever. Whatever is,
Oh, yeah,
Usual.
I see
it
what you're saying.
only applies to.
Yeah,
1
so
year.
you're Fred the resident and I go over and I inspect your house. Okay, here's my numbers. Now your real estate tax bill comes out like it did theirs. You file an abatement with us. And then, we look at it and go, no, not happening, not with this. And then, you do the whole appellate tax board thing like that. We come to a settlement. Now, next year's taxes are coming out. I would think that just like it would be with the sale of a house or anything else, if we change the rate based on an appraisal, in order to change that rate again, we have to have a reason.
Yeah,
We couldn't just go back in and just change the rate.
okay, so it's gonna go back up, it's only 1 year.
Right, like, so then if we, we finish it, like we're waiting to see what the numbers are gonna be next year, right? And, so once we know that tax rate, then we're able to see, okay, here's now what your houses are gonna reassess that. But it has to circle that year,
Yeah.
but just because we low, like say, with the one we spoke of that, I just sent the denial letter to. You may have had a drop down in March because we did that,
Yeah.
but when the assessed value goes in, it's going to just look at the numbers, it's not gonna look at the fact that you got an abatement at some point. I
Right,
don't think that in any way, nothing that I do that I've seen in any way does that tie back into the computer, because when I do the abatements off of that abatement sheet.
Yeah.
Those numbers are coming out of AP5, but when I do the abatement, I'm going into Vadar. And the reports I print then go to the treasurer, and then that goes into their software, but nothing reconnects to. To AP5 that says, hey, they did this, this, and this.
okay,
The only way that would happen would be say if it was like a fire damage and then I had to make notes on there that we reduced because of. So I have this case specifically, which should kind of nail this down over in Concord. There was a fire from 2 years ago that never got addressed, so I gone out to the inspection, saw the place, got in touch with David, we went out together.
Sure.
And we're doing an abatement for the building only because the land value does not change, right? So he's getting abated for now with it, but then come next year, once you rebuild that house, we're going to go out and inspect and you're gonna go back up through the roof. So it would be the same thing with them, I would imagine, if you gave that abatement now or whatever they get.
yeah.
But I'll definitely reach out to David and have him get in touch with me ASAP, so you're,
Yeah,
you're in the loop
I
on
think
that.
a lot of it's what if, we could what if forever.
Yes, that's a good way to put it, Mike.
Yeah, we could what if forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I'd just be giving you guys,
Right,
everything would be coming out of here, right out of the side of my neck, so I'd rather not give that.
No, if we're communicating, that's all that's
you
important.
mentioned something that jogs my memory, when was that fire on State Road? Is that last year, the motel?
Oh, golly,
We had a fire,
yeah,
last year,
cousin,
oh, okay.
it's right across from town, that cousin,
Was
understand it cost $1 billion in improvements.
was
Was
that,
this on State Road?
yeah, State Road, plus from John's Hundred, there was a motel, Rainbow Motel. I think.
Right across from the hot dog,
Yes,
yes, I've seen that.
Okay, so that was adjusted in your values, did you take into account the fire?
Let me talk to David, I've seen it driving by it, Fred.
Yeah,
I didn't have it on any list to inspect it or anything, so let me check with David on
well,
that.
but at least half of it is gone, so I guess take half the building value off or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying, other than driving by, so I'd have to look it up, do you know what the address is on that?
It's Rainbow Motel, right?
Well, to check it, you know what I mean, because if it was over a year ago, it could have been something that David did with Steven last year.
I
Couldn't
don't
tell
know.
you, couldn't,
I couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, cause something like that with a fire, so that's the same thing. It would, cause we also had one in Leverett when I started. When you have the fire on the property, cause the folks in Leverett, well, the whole thing should be coming down, and I says, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
Your land did not lose any value, your land is still
Right,
worth
right.
just what it was worth. The only thing that we're reducing is the fact that you don't actually get the ownership and the
property that
joy,
sits on the land.
of living with
Right.
inside that house, so we'll reduce that.
right, okay.
But that's it, we don't change the.
That's standard appraisal, land generally,
Just,
property that's.
just make a note to look at that one to see what you did, well, it's a reduction, I guess.
Where did you say it was across from? Just
Town's
across
Hot
from
Dog.
Town's Hot Dog?
Yeah.
I'll figure it out from that, so across Town's Hot
I
Dog.
wouldn't imagine it was it even active all these years? I didn't know it's active.
It was it was called Rainbow Motel, wasn't it?
I don't even know if it's active.
Well, you know where the location.
I know where it is, yeah, I know where it is. I've never seen a car.
I don't know that
No.
parcel number, you have to look on that.
Sure.
I'll just put down State Road, I'm sure if I go on access,
You won't miss it.
Yeah,
I actually had an interesting one today, was trying to figure it out for like 2 weeks, and then I brought it to Pete today, and of course, he knew the answer in 5 minutes.
Sure.
I should have gone even 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
It was, Stephen Clock,
yeah,
am I saying that right?
Yeah.
KLOK?
I don't know.
He's up on Haydenville and he was looking to purchase property right next to him, and he was asking whether or not there was an aquifer. Am I saying that right?
Aquifer, yeah.
Aquifer.
Yeah, water underneath.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool. Pete showed me like on Access, there's a tool where you on like the, on the access screen, you go to layers.
Yeah,
And then it shows you, the zoning, and you click zoning,
yeah, okay.
and you click into two more spots on it, but then when you go to look at the topography, it actually shows you what zoning rate any area is in. So, yeah, it was kind of neat. Well, it's definitely helpful.
I was gonna
when you're
say.
looking at sales, if you're wondering like, hey, is this a swampy area or whatever it is, and it gives a whole overlay on
On
it.
Haydenville, was he buying it from Hannum?
Sluter,
No,
Donald
I'm
Sluter.
sorry, I shouldn't have bought up the,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
My
are
mistake.
are you involved in the town has considering, ownership on Chestnut Plain Road? Some parcel that's like 50 acres,
No, I've heard
adjacent to
anything.
Northampton, Water Department.
Jason.
And they're offering to give it to the town and, cause the town needs it for some agreement with the water department, but.
No, Chestnut, you said?
Chestnut Plain, yeah,
No, nobody said a word.
there's like 50 acres, they've been paying taxes on it, I don't know what their assessed value is.
Like 50 acres they won't give away, I can use one of them.
Trying to think of the property. It's,
Chestnut land for town.
it's next to, on Westbrook Road.
Yeah, I know, yeah, that's where our wells are.
No, the far end is near Haydenville Road, where Keith Bardwell's house is, you cross the bridge, Keith Bardwell's on the right side.
Okay, I thought you were down south Chestnut Plain Road. You're talking about Haydenville?
Yeah, I don't know if that even road is still a town road, but yeah,
Yeah.
Haydenville Road, you can turn onto Westbrook Road.
Okay, take a left.
And you go over a little bridge.
yes.
Keith Bardwell lives on the right.
Oh, well, I know the little bridge.
Yeah, okay, well, right after that,
Mhm.
that property parcel on the right goes way back.
We're back up the hill.
Yeah, goes back up the hill and comes down to Chestnut Plain Road, it's the name of the road on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's even.
it's probably not even,
passable
yeah,
road.
it's absolutely not
Yeah,
passable.
it's not even passable road
Interesting.
when it comes out, so yeah,
So what are they looking, what is the town looking for the land for?
well, they needed some agreement with the water department, I guess. For exchange for land taking on Haydenville Road construction. I think.
Oh, so the town's gonna be doing some
Yeah.
construction work, oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that
I would think Pete would definitely know that.
yeah, well, I'm just curious if
He's got it.
that's all.
Well, when I asked, it was actually good that I asked him that today, cause he says anytime you get, the questions like that from anybody on like land, like, hey, I'm looking at this, he's like, just bring them to me.
Yeah,
And I deal with that, so he's gotta have an idea.
okay. Okay, anything else? Items we need,
Oh, I'm good.
I'm good, my brain is stuffed.
okay, and
This month has been like Thanksgiving for my brain, every day it goes to bed crying.
you gave us this, scheduling assessment.
That's that's a nice thing to have.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
for
the one that I got from Haral.
That's perfect. That's just keeps it, for me, I can look at this, go, okay. Are we on schedule? Are we off schedule? Are we coming up on a surprise? Fred probably knows most of this in his head.
Well, we never talked about it, but I've never seen it printed out.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it is helpful even for me being new because I'm picking up that, like he said, sometimes September becomes October, and if you get lucky, occasionally November, September, that type of thing. But it is nice just to have that to look at on those days when I catch up on work.
Yeah.
Okay, where should I be next? And then I look at that, oh, okay.
It stops us.
So
from
one
being
of
derelict in our
one of the
duties.
things I'm working on in my in-between time right now is making sure that, and Linda and I spent time, when you came in Tuesday, we were talking about it, the chapter land and, all the, exemptions coming in. So to make sure that, okay, what you're giving me here, does that match up with what we have in the Canada system? And if not, let's reach out and find out what the situation is. So that when it's time to put those out, we're not doing, trying to put out a fire, we've got everything all set.
That's exactly what I like.
I've gotten a lot of those back too.
Nobody likes fires.
Any other business we need
That is it, gentlemen.
to talk about? Okay, our next meeting on November 5th, and then it's November 20th after that.
So the November 20th, it's only the, obviously we can't do the fourth Wednesday, the fourth Thursday because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So would you like to just, even if, I'm fine if the meeting goes a little bit
Yeah.
longer, whatever,
Yeah.
but we'll just incorporate. David and I presenting everything that we finally get on the LA3, and then we'll do the regular meeting like.
Right,
Perfect.
yeah, fine, okay. Motion to adjourn,
Second.
all those in favor? Aye.